In 1971, astronaut Alan Shepard brought one of the United States' most loved sports to a whole new level when he hit a golf ball off the surface of the moon. Don't believe me? Here's a picture of it. There's Alan Shepard, there's his club, and then there's his ball right there. So, golf is a sport that has been around for thousands of years. I decided to take up golf a few years ago, and I've spent many hours playing and learning the details of the game. According to the National Golf Foundation, almost 100 million Americans played golf at least once in 2015, making it one of the most played sports in the United States. The game of golf goes back thousands of years and has evolved a lot since it first started. Golf started as early as 100 BC, transformed into a more modern version around the 1500s, and eventually came to the United States to be the game that we all know and love today. Many people think that golf was created by the Scots a few hundred years ago, but the International Golf Federation says there's evidence that shows that golf was played over 2,000 years ago. The first evidence of the game can be traced all the way back to the Roman time period. The Romans used a stick with a bent end that was used to hit the ball at a target. This is what the Romans' clubs probably looked like. The balls that they used were probably leather and probably didn't go very far, but the concept of the game is very much the same. There's also evidence of the game being played in China around 1000 AD. Players would get to have several different clubs that they could choose to hit the ball at their target. Again, the same concept. A few hundred years later, modern golf emerged. In the 15th century, the modern version of golf became extremely popular among the people of Scotland. Soon after, in 1457, it was banned by James II because it was taking the focus off archery, which the king believed was necessary for war and defense. In 1500, James IV, James II's grandson, unbanned the game and it took off among the Scottish people. The game became so popular that other countries started playing it as well. St. Andrews, the original 22-hole golf course in Scotland, got rid of 4 of its holes a few years later, making it the standard 18-hole golf course that is used throughout the world today. As people from European countries moved to America, so did their sports. The first trace of golf in the United States was found on the estate of William Burnett, the governor of Massachusetts, where they found a few clubs. In 1900, the Professional Golfers Association, also known as the PGA, was formed, and golf was added to the Olympics in Paris in that same year. In 1946, the Women's Open was played for the first time, and soon after, the LPGA was formed, which is also known as the Ladies Professional Golf Association. Thanks to modern technology, steel shafts and metal club heads allow golfers to hit balls farther and more accurate than ever. Here's an example of a modern golf club with a steel club head and a steel shaft. Golf has grown to be one of the most popular sports in the United States and will continue to be played by old and young for quite some time. Golf has a long history as it was played by the Romans over 2,000 years ago, by the Scots in the 16th century, and it has since transitioned to America, where it is one of the most popular sports in our country. The game evolved over the past 2,000 years to become what it is today, and it is one of the oldest organized sports still played by people today, and its relevance to so many different people groups throughout history is extremely impressive. Thank you.